2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday the 15th of July, and it's St Swithin's Day. And a big happy birthday to Ollie Alexander, Forrest Whitaker and Linda Ronstadt. Tory leadership rivals are battling it out to catch up with Rishi Sunak after the former Chancellor won the second round of voting in the Conservative leadership contest. 5 Tory hopefuls remain in the running to replace Boris Johnson as Prime Minister after Attorney General Suella Braverman was knocked out in Thursday's vote. Here's the moment the results were revealed.
Badenoch 49, Braverman 27, Mordaunt 83, Sunak 101, Truss 64, Tugendhat 32. Therefore, under the rules, Suella Braverman is eliminated from the contest.
Earlier in the day, Liz Truss launched her campaign. The Foreign Secretary credited her hard work and aspiration as she pitched her plan to make Britain a high-growth economy.
I can lead, I can make tough decisions, and I can get things done. I am ready to be Prime Minister from day one.
She then somewhat undermined her rhetoric by struggling to find the exit from the room afterwards, but she did pick up support from Suella Braverman after her elimination. Meanwhile, Labour's Thangam Debonair, the shadow leader of the Commons, spoke on Thursday describing how chaotic it's been since the elections.
This is a Tory government that's completely chaotic. They're all over the place. We've got leadership contestants making unfunded tax cuts promises all over the place without really thinking about what that's going to mean in terms of public services. And meanwhile, we've got government ministers who just can't be bothered to turn up to Parliament.
Whilst the Tories continue their mudslinging, there's some other farmyard animals that are making headlines. This time, it's cows. If you've noticed you're paying more for milk, well, you are. Arla, one of Britain's biggest milk producers, is warning prices will continue to rise.
The longer the situation in places like Ukraine carries on, the more issues we have with moving goods, shipping things from the east to the west. Post-COVID, I think the more we're going to see this cost inflation, and regrettably, I think the more we're going to see that being passed on to consumers.
But it's not just milk. Energy bills are also set to skyrocket again, with Ofgem warning of massive price hikes with new price caps. They've reacted by telling energy firms to take urgent action to fix direct debit problems. The regulator's concerned that gas and electricity customers may fall into debt or overpay unless improvements are made. It comes as Thursday marked the first instalment of £326 paid by the government to about 8 million low-income families on benefits to ease cost of living pressures. But Bill Bullen, the founder of the energy supplier Utilita, has this warning.
Be very, very careful with your energy consumption this coming winter because, it is going to get very expensive and there's going to be some serious hardship coming up this winter. And that's the really shocking thing, that the government is not focused enough of the help that it's dishing out on those people that need it most.
World leaders have aligned over war crimes in Ukraine during a tribunal at The Hague on Thursday. The US and more than 40 other countries agreed to coordinate investigations into suspected war crimes committed by Russian forces in the country. That decision came shortly after the latest shelling of a civilian area that killed at least 22 people, including 3 children in the city of Vinnytsia in central Ukraine. But Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba says Russia needs to be held to account.
All we want is the crime of aggression committed by Russia against Ukraine to not remain unpunished. A number of international organizations and national legislators have already adopted resolutions supporting the establishment of the special tribunal.
COVID-19's back in the headlines as the number of UK COVID deaths passes 200,000, according to figures from the Office of National Statistics. It comes as infections in the UK have jumped by around 400,000, with the rise driven by the newest Omicron variants BA.4 and BA.5. It's also been revealed that a sore throat has now become the most reported symptom, according to the Zoe COVID study app. WHO's Special Envoy on COVID-19, Dr. David Nabarro, has urged the public to take caution against the evolving nature of the virus.
This virus just is capable of constantly evolving and changing. And the reason why we've got an increase is it's changed yet again, and it's become too clever for us, and it can break past our immune defences. And that's why the numbers are going up.
Still to come on the Smart 7, the results from round 1 of the British Open, and Ryan Gosling reveals how his dreams are coming true. Right after this.
Welcome back.
The Open Golf got underway on Thursday. The 150-year-old competition has a stellar lineup this year, with Tiger Woods making a rare appearance, along with some of the Live Golf renegades. The first day saw some impressive rounds, including a 66 for Rory McIlroy and a stunning 8-under par 64 for American Cameron Young. Tiger Woods had a bit of a shocker, taking just over 6 hours to score a 78, 6 over par. Rory was pleased to find himself in second place at the end of the first day.
Fantastic start, just sort of what you hope will happen when you're starting off your week. I did everything that you're supposed to do around St Andrews. You know, I birdied the holes that are birdieable.
If you wanted to escape the Tory leadership contest with some culture and art at the South Bank Sky Arts Awards, well, you'd have been a bit disappointed. Doctor Who writer Russell T Davies spoke at the ceremony as he picked up an award for 80s age drama It's a Sin, and he had a special message for Tory voters and for those Tories who may have been in attendance.
I know I'm trying to speak into the converted, but there's money in this room, and if there's money in the room, that means there's Tory voters in here. You are here, and you're certainly watching at home, so please know you are voting for murderers, bastards, abusers, and liars.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Well, to a Halloween party, that is. At least that seems to be Ryan Gosling's life goal. The Hollywood star who plays Ken in the much-anticipated Barbie movie says he can't wait to see people dressed as his character for Halloween this year, and it appears his spooky dream is coming true.
I've always wanted to make a character that people might go out for Halloween as, and so I was actually in an elevator the other day shooting Barbie, and I was in my cowboy costume, and a guy got in and he said, he's like, you know, I'm going out for that for Halloween, and it was like a great moment. I hope that's true.
This has been The Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day. Written, produced and published by Daft Dog.